Wombats may look like cute, chubby teddy bears, but they have some of the strangest and coolest traits in the animal kingdom. These burrowing wombats have powerful claws and stocky bodies, which they use to dig long burrow systems where they live and hide from predators. Their poop even comes out in perfect little cubes. So without further ado, let's explore 7 super interesting facts about these unique animals. Cube-shaped poop. It's hard to imagine an animal cuter than a chubby little wombat, but somehow the existence of cube-shaped poop takes it to a whole new level. Wombats are the only known animal in the world that produces cube-shaped feces. The reason for this is still not exactly clear, but scientists think it has something to do with their movement. Wombats tend to move around a lot, so regular round poops would just roll away and leave their territory unguarded. But when they leave behind perfectly formed poop bricks, they can be sure that their message will stay put. In fact, each poop cube serves as a little territorial marker, letting other wombats know that someone has been here before them. Scientists believe that the secret to their cubic poops lies within the intestines of these little guys. Apparently, they have both elastic and stiff regions that stretch and mold the poop into their signature cube shape. Isn't that crazy? Just goes to show there's always something new to learn about our planet. Who knew that a humble wombat's poop could teach us so much? If you're enjoying this video, please hit the like button to help us reach more wildlife lovers like you. And don't forget to subscribe to get more videos like this one. Now let's continue. Backwards facing pouch. Speaking of things that make no sense, why does the wombat pouch face backwards? Like other marsupials such as kangaroos, wombats are born underdeveloped and need to finish growing inside their mother's pouch. But unlike their kangaroo cousins, wombats have a pouch that faces the opposite direction. Now you might be wondering, what's the big deal? Well, you see, kangaroos like to hop around a lot, and if their pouch faced the opposite way, it would fill up with dirt every time they took a hop. But wombats spend most of their time digging in the dirt, so if their pouches faced forwards, they'd be constantly getting dirt and debris stuck in there. Not good for keeping their babies clean and cozy. So their backward-facing pouches help keep them nice and tidy while they're busy digging. It's all about function over form, my friend. Sometimes evolution works in mysterious ways, doesn't it? Who knew there was such a thing as a backwards-facing pouch? But hey, it works for the wombat, so more power to them. Expert diggers. Wombats are not just your average Joe when it comes to digging. These little guys are the real deal, the best of the best, the top 1% of diggers in the animal kingdom. With their powerful claws and stocky bodies, they can dig burrows up to 30 meters long in no time. That's longer than a blue whale. These burrows aren't just for their homes either. They're also escape tunnels to safety in case of predators. And let me tell you, wombat burrows are some of the most impressive feats of engineering in the natural world. They have multiple entrances and exits, ventilation shafts, and even separate rooms for sleeping, eating, and bathroom breaks. And did I mention how deep they can go? Up to 3 meters underground, these burrows are like the apartments of the animal kingdom, except with more dirt and fewer noisy neighbors. Surprising defense system. The wombat has one of the strangest defense mechanisms in the animal kingdom. You heard that right. We're not talking about their cute looks or their backward-facing pouch. We're talking about their butt. Don't believe us? Let us explain. See, when a predator tries to chase them down, wombats will dive into a burrow and block the entrance with their own butt. And their butts are made of cartilage and bone, so they're pretty hard to budge. Even a hungry predator like a dingo or a wild dog finds it nearly impossible to pull a wombat out of its burrow once it's wedged itself in there. Talk about a butt with a purpose. Now you're probably wondering, why don't wombats just use their burrows without blocking the entrance? Well, that's because they're social creatures who like to hang out with their friends and family. And let's be honest, who wants to chat with a bunch of butts in their face all day? Not us, that's for sure. So blocking the entrance is their way of saying, back off, I'm hanging with my squad. Except their version is probably a bit more guttural. Slow metabolism. Despite being small and furry, Wombats have the slowest digestion of any mammal. Yes, you heard that right. It can take them anywhere from 14 to 18 days to process a single meal. To put that in perspective, a human's digestive system can break down the same meal in as little as 2 to 3 hours. So what gives? Well, their slow metabolism is actually an adaptation that helps them survive in tough environments where food is scarce. By slowing down their digestion, wombats can get the most out of each meal and make their food last as long as possible. It's like they're the squirrels of the animal kingdom, except with less bushy tails and more chubbiness. Now you might be thinking, isn't that just a little bit gross? I mean, who wants to think about their food sitting in their stomach for weeks on end? But hey, it's all about the survival of the fittest, my friend. And the wombat's slow metabolism is clearly working for them, even if it makes us a little squeamish. Night owls. Most people think of nocturnal animals as being spooky or even a little scary. But did you know that wombats are nocturnal too? Yep, these little cuties are most active during the night when they like to come out and graze on grasses and other vegetation. But why are they nocturnal? Well, it's probably because their main predators, the dingo and the wild dog, are also nocturnal. So by being active at night, wombats can better avoid being eaten. Plus, it's just a little safer to be out and about when the temperature drops and the bugs aren't out in full force. Now, you might be wondering, do wombats sleep during the day? And the answer is yes. In fact, they spend most of their daylight hours resting in their burrows to escape the scorching heat of the Australian sun. It's a good thing they have those burrows because Australia can get pretty hot, especially in the summer. And let's be honest, who wants to hang out in the sun when you can be chilling in a cool, dark burrow? Not us. 3 species. There are 3 species of wombat in the world today, and each one is more unique and fascinating than the last. First, we have the common wombat, also known as the Wombatus ursinus. As its name suggests, this is the most widespread and numerous species of wombat, found across eastern Australia. The common wombat is known for its stocky build, short, soft fur, and large, rounded ears. These little guys typically weigh between 20 and 36 kilograms and measure around 90 centimeters long. And let's not forget about their signature brown, cube-shaped poop. Yes, we're still obsessed. Then we have the northern hairy-nosed wombat, which is definitely one of the strangest-looking creatures on our list. These wombats have long, coarse fur on the top of their heads, giving them a sort of mohawk-like appearance. They're also known for their large, bulbous nose, which they use to sniff out food, and their powerful claws, which they use to dig burrows. Unfortunately, the northern hairy-nosed wombat is one of the rarest mammals in the world, with only an estimated 200 to 300 individuals left in the wild. This species is currently listed as critically endangered, which means that it's at very high risk of extinction. So hopefully, conservation efforts will be able to turn things around for these unique animals. Finally, we have the southern hairy-nosed wombat, which is similar in appearance to its northern counterpart. However, this species is much more elusive, and less is known about its behavior and habitat. What we do know is that it prefers to live in drier, more open areas, and that it's also an excellent digger with powerful claws and a strong, sturdy body. We hope you enjoyed learning all about these amazing animals. Now it's time for a fun summary. Wombats are cube, poop plus, butt armor plus, backwards pouch, one of nature's strangest but most adorable engineers. Thanks for watching. If you loved this video, share it with your friends. Until next time, happy quokka betting.